Whoa, it's totally a new day and a new chapter. Let's go. Hello, and welcome back to chapter 8, episode 9 of Corpse Party Blood Drive. Let's hop right into it. Blood Drive, chapter 8, ties severed, ties mended. Oh, everything is made of flesh. What is this? The floors and walls are completely covered in... I don't even want to know what. The school is still here at least, so time really does seem to have reverted. But this is definitely very different. What was that one theory I was reading about? If time has ever turned back, you leap over the rails into the whirlpool of destiny or something, things will never be exactly the same. Another tremor. I need to hurry. That light I saw means the seventh pillar is being born. If I don't intervene, Mizuno will use his false book of shadows to destroy everything all over again. Let me save first, bitch. Succumb to shock upon removal of organs. Stomach contents replaced with unknown, undesirable substances. Wow. I am so smart. Well, Moon. Hi, Cat. How you doing? How you feeling? Oh, wait. Oh, I don't have a talisman. Never mind. Thought I had a talisman. Oh. Oh, God, I'm stupid. You feel like shit? I'm sorry. I hope you get better soon. Koroku Yanagai Giwa High Class 3-2. Taki Kanzaki succumbed to shock and bled out after all limbs were amputated. Move, bitch. Just a thing time can fix. Yeah. Mage's Guild leader, Makoto Asada, came from the caves and took a knife to the forehead. Koroku Yanagiwa High Class 3-1, Keiji Yamanami, suffered brain contusion after taking a beating to the head. Get away from me, bitch! Go mate yourself. Just playing a friendly game of tag. Oh, how marvelous, it's the seventh pillar, the Cipher of Knowledge. I made this happen with the power of my Book of Shadows. What in the world? It all begins now. Time to break this wall down and heavenly host with it. And erase you as well, Kuon Niwa. One stone to kill. Oh, so many birds. Very nice. Good boy. 2 bits with you, Heavenly Host Elementary. No! The fuck was that? Stop, you have to stop this. Hey, please, don't kill her. Sis has nothing to do with this. Hi. How pathetic. Hi. When Aiko opened her eyes, she found me standing in front of her. I had one of my arms outstretched, obviously having blocked something with it. My arm had protected Aiko from the charging mouth, almost as a shield would. Are you okay, Aiko? Yes. Ayumi, what power is this? When did you... Shinozaki? Class rep? Shinozaki, you... Of course, Kishinuma, Mochida, Nakashima, Miss Kuom were all there too. Thank God everybody's still alive. That filthy brat in the red dress isn't with you? Something's wrong. What's going on? I see. Your aura's color's a little off. It's got the hue of someone who's repeating a moment in time. You can tell that, can you? Huh. Huh? Did you just laugh at me, you bitch? You think you can fuck with me? I'll mess you up, you little piece of shit. Get fucked. You little... Just stop, your plan ends here. I wouldn't be so cocky if I were you, Ayumi Shinozaki. Just who do you think I am? I'm the one who destroyed the rule here. The surviving member of the Yagora. The last Mizuto. Is that so? You are so dead, I'm going to fucking kill you, Ayumi. With the wisdom of the witches. Grab the book, it's right there! Grab the fucking book. You just don't get it, do you? Stand down, imposter. What? Why do you have that? You told me it was gone. You were just playing a sick joke on me? As if you were in any position of accusing me of deception. I'll be taking back the contents of that book now. Yummy. My Book of Shadows roared and bit hard into the false Book of Shadows. Stop! Stop! Mizuto was in a total panic. But it didn't stop. It wouldn't. The Book of Shadows, my Book of Shadows, completely devoured the imposter. Damn you. Oh, you got licked, bitch. The Book of Shadows' tongue stretched out like a whip, cracking itself at Mizuto. You need to stop. It'll eat you too, you know. God damn it. Hey Satoshi, I'm gonna pin him down. Help me out. You bet. Hold still now, okay? It's over. You're too much of a danger to everyone, so we're going to tie you up. I produced a handkerchief from my pocket. It'll do. Mochida tied Mizuto's wrists together. Another earthquake? Look! Why? We stopped the Sephiroth from activating! It's not over yet. Did you really think you could hold down the Nirvana all by yourself? The Nirvana that's been gathered and eaten by that book does not represent the whole of the Book of Shadows. I told you before, didn't I? The Nirvana has a core separate from which that gives shape to Heavenly Host, and that core possesses a consciousness all its own. The core has its own consciousness? Is that what Sachiko meant by the person in the Nirvana's core? The core's thoughts will activate the Sephirah of knowledge, fusing the real world and the Nirvana as one and bringing it to its knees, with or without my intervention. My goal in all of this was to gain control over the decidedly berserk core of this dimension. But you stopped that from happening, leaving no other outcome from our world, from your world than gradual, disorderly, and chaotic destruction. So what are you going to do about it? I'll do what you couldn't. I'll finish it. I'll complete this book. Is that so? We'll see what you can manage then. Let's see if the little coward who always relied on her big sister and her friends has finally grown a spine. The Book of Shadows core sleeps somewhere in this Nirvana. Just try to confront it with the will of the witch who created this book. See what happens. A normal human would go mad 100 times over. The prospect of us going mad seemed to amuse him. He smirked. Machida, Nakashima, Kishinuma, Numa, Miss Kuan, and Aiko, thank you for coming here. I'm truly happy to have friends like you. But you all need to return to the real world now. Do you have a way back? We're all set. The spirit charge of my Ever After stones is almost at capacity. So we can finally get home. That's great to hear. What about you, Shinozaki? I have something I need to take care of. What is it? Whatever it is, you can count on us to help you out, Shinozaki. We came to bring you back after all. Isn't that right, everyone? You bet. That's right, class rep. No. I'll be fine. I'll head back on my own soon. No way, no how. Let us help you, Shinozaki. It'll go faster if we all do it than if it's just you. Nakashima? What's wrong? What happened, Naomi? Huh? Can no one else see her? What's wrong, Naomi? Suddenly a vision flashed in Naomi's head as if she were seeing it through someone else's eyes for a moment. Duck and roll. Duck and roll. There's a prison? Big brother. Big brother. I'm scared. Somebody help me. Why is there a prison? Naomi, hey, snap out of it, Naomi. Satoshi? Naomi, thank goodness. This is bad. What do you mean, what happened? Just now Naomi, I saw a girl in black just now. She jumped down from here. A girl in black? Were her eyes black too, by any chance? Yeah, they were. I didn't see anything, did you, Satoshi? Nothing here either. It was Sachi. Huh? Sachi? Sachiko's twin sister, the spirit of an unborn baby who died in utero. I brought these here from Makina Shinozaki's home without thinking, and in doing so, I brought Sachi's spirit over here from the real world as well. Teeth? They look like baby teeth. Yeah. She's a strong evil spirit who's been eating away at the world around her indiscriminately for some time. My company have been after her for quite a while now, and it seems her powers have increased quite significantly since coming to this dimension. Those might just serve you well as a protective charm. I think you should hold on to them, Machida. But Shinozaki, if I have them, you won't... I have this book. Miss Kuon, I just saw what that girl in black saw from this eye. Naomi removed the patch from her left eye. Her injury hadn't healed in the slightest. Her left eye was clouded over with blisters, blanketing the pupil that spelled out the name Sachi. That looks bad. Naomi, you... Nakashima's eye is the result of a spirit's will literally burning itself into her. She's been using eye drops made from holy water, however, so she could fully recover in time. The image she saw, however, may in fact be a reflection of what the spirit itself is seeing. If that's the case, then Satoshi, the Sachi girl, went into the underground bomb shelter, and I definitely heard Yuka's voice in there. What? That's impossible. She should be at home right now. No, she's most certainly there. You. Satoshi Mochida, your little sister is such a doting girl. When I told her that her brother was in danger, she wasted no time at all in following me to this dimension. Is Yuka seriously here? People like you who have been to Heavenly Host have a special aura about you. One that signifies you've been through a loop of death, as it were. And she, among all of you, came into direct contact with Sachiko and established a bond of sympathy with her, giving her quite the well of spiritual energy to draw from. Really, I can think of no one more well-suited to this world than she. You rat bastard! I summoned her here to be used as the water conveyance, through which the Nirvana's core would be delivered to my new Book of Shadows. That's unconscionable. Even at this very moment, I'm squeezing every last drop of spirit energy from her in the school's basement. But well, now that my book's gone, she's no further use to me at all. So, you'd better best hurry if you plan to get her back. Sachi's on her way there right now, after all. Satoshi! Wait, Miss Cohen, I'm going too. With your eye the way it is. No, I'm going. I want to help save Yuka as quickly as possible. I understand. Let's go then. You stay with Kishinuma and Shinozaki, okay? Once you successfully rescued Yuka, we'll come back for you. Okay, sis. Aika was looking down and turned slightly red as she said that. Miss Korn did not fail to notice. Her face lit up brighter than I'd ever seen it. Alright, Kishinuma, please look after my sister if you would. Sure thing. She actually called me sis. I can't even remember the last time that happened. Does your eye hurt? You look like you're suffering quite a bit. Hold on just a moment. Here, I brought some eye drops. Hopefully they'll keep the pain under control. Thanks. Shinozaki. Could you join the search party too, Kishinuma? You never know what'll be down there. The more guys, the better, I think. But what about you? I'll be fine. I have the book. This jerk can't intimidate me anymore. Well, you certainly seem confident. I'll be back in a jiff. Can we use the Book of Shadows to kill him? Ayumi? Hey, Ayumi, untie me. Just sit still. When everything's all over, I'll take you back. Are you serious, Ayumi? Yeah, I think even somebody like this must have people who'd miss him if you were gone. Like hell I do. The fuck's wrong with you, bitch? I don't need your pity or your charity. You think you're so much better than me, huh? Mizu suddenly began to act hysterical, as if my words had struck a nerve somewhere deep in the core of his soul. Aika was not amused. She stared him down and easily won. He quickly regained his composure, however, and took a more casual, more relaxed posture. His tone almost made it sound like he was getting ready to strike a deal with us. Tell me, Ayumi, do you know what the driving force of the world is? It's malice. Malice is the heart of one person as he knowingly deceives another, or the genuine wish for misfortune to befall one's fellow man. It's really no different than a curse. But unlike curses, it's not the hatred of the victim that spawns it, but that of the assailant. I could hardly wait to see where he was going with this. I was ready for him to throw me a curveball and try to trick me into helping him, and all I could think was good luck with that. See, the spiritual organization my grandpa built, Yagora, fell to ruin. My asshole ancestors, who had no ability to speak of, I should know, were persecuted as heretics. But leaving the Book of Shadows to fall into the hands of a dangerous organization of black magic practitioners like Martuba's tomb just had bad news written all over it. That's what Gramps thought anyway, so he stole the Forbidden Tome, smuggled it away from their grubby hands, and secured... Wow, I really can't read. And secretly entrusted it to the Shinozaki family. Everything he did to save the world. He was practically burning with righteous fury. Yeah, he gave a black magic ritualistic witch tome to the Shinozaki family. He doomed the fucking world from the beginning. So, yeah. righteous fury my ass. But naturally his peers thought he was nuts. They called him at best a fake, a swindler, or a downright monster. They even burned his house down. Don't know exactly how he died, but I know he really was nuts by then. Lost his marbles and died while running around town like a chicken with its head cut off, I hear. His son then, my father, committed suicide, as did my mother, wrapped things up for the townsfolk all nice and clean-like. No matter where I moved since then, there'd always be pieces of shit tracking me down, breaking my windows, cursing my family's name. It was starting to get real old. I shrunk back a bit. I definitely wasn't expecting this from Mizuto, nor was I quite certain how to react to it. After my parents died, reporters started swarming my house day after day. They were eating the shit up. They tried to catch me off guard and turn anything I said into news stories with headlines like, "Creepy local couple commits suicide, infiltrating the hair-raising occult home." They asked me if my parents ever told me their regrets, or if any had juicy stories of horrible family misfortunes. At one point, one of them even held up a sheet of loose leaf paper. They said something like, "It doesn't matter if it's true or not, as long as it's entertaining." But the thing is, despite what the press seemed to think of them, my parents never once cursed the world. His eyes were swimming. I didn't get the sense that he was lying about any of this. Every day at 3, they'd give me a piece of gum to chew on as a treat, even though they had no money whatsoever. It made me so happy and always got me to stop crying. I felt for him. I genuinely felt for him. One day, before I consciously realized what I was doing, I doused one of those popper assholes coats in lighter fluid and set the fucker on fire. Wound up getting me thrown in juvie. Ayumi's gonna totally free him. Yup. Now just try and tell me your ancestors weren't exactly the same as mine, Ayumi, and it's not just us. Jealousy, pride, bullying, it's all the same damn thing when you get down to it. Practitioners like us aren't the ones responsible for the curse. We're not the ones spreading misfortune. It's the piece of shit peasants who are scared of us at the root of it all. But hey, that's just what it means to be different from ordinary humans. Right, Ayumi? That's what the world, real world's like. If you're different, you're a pariah, you're evil. I don't like the way Dad and Mom talked about what you decided to do with your life, sis. It was all decency and keeping up appearances. But they were talking about you, and you always put everything you've got into everything you do. It was really insulting. Henry flashed me a kind smile and patted me on the head. Ayumi, you shouldn't speak ill of Mom and Dad. We broke off from the main line and began living peacefully in order to spare our families from what would surely be a sad fate. And it makes perfect sense for them to oppose actions that they feel might lead us down that road again. Their warning surely comes from a place of kindness. You see, this curse called malice is spreading across the world town by town. Your ancestors went through so many struggles, and look at how they were treated. What value is there in a world where superior specimens of humanity are attacked by the masses? Is that why you take people's lives? Overpopulation has polluted the earth with pigs, and I feel it's my duty to thin their numbers and quash their holier-than-thou ideals. By tying them down with fear, I can control them. Mizuto slammed his foot on the ground. For what it's worth, my sister would never agree with you. I still felt for him. I pitied him. My eyes were starting to mist over as well. I wanted more than anything to reach him, to save him. Ayumi's the pinnacle of I can change him fucking personality. I can fix him. Like, fuck off. Ayumi was too kind for her own good, like stupidly kind. We fought about that a lot. It's what you said about her being your mentor. That part's true. She was the first person that I've ever opened up to, aside from my parents. Despite how short a time we had together, I thought of her as a real partner in crime. She was my companion. As someone with no relatives, that was the only time I ever felt like I loved another human being. And never met a single other person who had such an excess of kindness and forgiveness in her heart, and I doubt I ever will again. My eyes widened, and Mizuto's eyes became more distant when he spoke about Hinoi. It's like he was staring into the past. His whole facial expression reflected such incredible loneliness. So you and Sis were... Still, sacrificing yourself to save someone else is bullshit. It's hypocrisy, pure and simple. Hurting yourself for any reason just winds up hurting everyone else around you. Would you die in place of someone who's trying to commit suicide? Your family would be sick with grief, and that doesn't seem right, does it? I couldn't answer. I've been repenting the actions that led to my sister's death this whole time, and really couldn't argue with what Mizuto was telling me. Compassion for others is strictly the domain of superior humans, but because they forgive everyone without exception, and they don't understand what it means to question or doubt, they get assaulted physically, sexually, for no other reasons than because people are naturally malicious. This was the first I'd ever heard of this, and it was a hard pill to swallow. I could remember where the smiles and those were as genuine as could be, but behind them there may have been hidden wounds caused by people taking advantage of her gentle nature in downright unfathomable ways. And that sweet, kindly Hinoi is no longer in this world. Rumor has it she died to save a greedy asshole who was meddling in matters she couldn't possibly understand. How much does that poor girl have to sacrifice? How much pain must a superior human being like her be subjected to? I'm not finished yet. This world needs to be corrected. It's up to me to show those peasants, those pigs, just what their sins have begotten. So what do you say, Ayumi? Untie me. You're Hinoi's sister. You wield the full power of the Shinozaki family lineage. You have the markings of a chosen one. Why don't we work together and unite this world as one? Nah, I'm good. Because that's not what Sis would want. Ayumi! Wrong answer, Ayumi. Ew. Mizuto stared down at me with an ice-cold look in his eyes, tossing away the handkerchief that was supposed to have been tied securely around his wrist. You think a handkerchief was going to stop him? Are you dumb? Both hands? Does that mean he could have broken free anytime he wanted? You're a fool as well. Being devoured alive by the Nirvana is supposedly quite an agonizing way to go, I hear. I was showing you mercy earlier, when I tried to kill you with my knife. Wait! I'll leave you in a little secret, Ayumi. You've already been purging the world yourself, and you don't even know it. Those countless black shadow figures you've been exercising here in Heavenly Host, those are spirits of human beings. Live human beings from the real world, or formerly live. What? Because the real world and the Nirvana have begun fusing together, human souls have been stumbling halfway in through the cracks and appearing here as black shadows. Which would make you, I believe, a murderer. Each time you kill one of those figures, the other half of the soul dies with it. That person's body is snapped in half in the real world, dying instantly and mysteriously. I was still laid out flat on the ground, reeling from the punch and from the shock of the new revelation alike. I clenched my teeth and tried to pull myself up, desperately wanting to recapture this fugitive, but I was too unstable to keep my balance, plummeting back to the floor right away. This is too painful to watch. Why would you even come here when you're, so hopelessly unprepared? I'm off. Until the world ends, you might as well keep on sitting right there and thinking about what you did. Wait, Mizuto! Don't shout my fucking name, bitch! See you around, Ayumi. You were a dumbass through and through. True. But I gotta say, you definitely take after your sister with that straight-laced attitude of yours. It's the real thing. I finally have the real thing. If we can just return Nirvana's core to this, the book will be complete. And I'll be like unto a god. Huh? What do you want? And how are you still alive? It was Satsuki. She was standing directly in Mizuto's path. Her entire face was stained in red, with only her white eyes breaking through. She wavered in place as she stared directly, wordlessly into Mizuto's soul. A moment later, Mizuto noticed something else behind her, one of the red helms that had been wandering the school. You two? What happened to guarding Yuka? Why are you even here, you worthless tin can? Suddenly, Satsuki's head split open down the middle into 8 equally sized portions like a flower budding. Oh. Let's fucking go! These petals then closed around Mizuto's head, tearing it clean from his body. Blood spurted from his neck, and his appendages twitched. No matter how obnoxious they were in life, everyone's always so calm and peaceful when they're dead. If only you'd never gotten your hands on this book. It's really a rather pathetic end, Mizuto. I wish I could have killed you myself as promised. But you see, there were already a lot of red marks here, weren't there? That's because we Martubas had already come to investigate. This girl you brought with you was a member of Martuba's tomb herself, in fact. What? Damn, Satsuki had such a huge backstory I did not know about. This sucks. The Order is going to get so cocky once they hear the Yagoras are gone. I'm not looking forward to that. Megari suddenly grabbed Satsuki's head and pulled her in. Honestly, I told you to stay with Yuka Mochida, didn't I, you monster? Yes, Mistress Megari. Big brother, Satsuki! Almighty God, cleanse this child's sins. The Lord hath spoken. No soul may reside in trees that have died. Yuko was in seemingly empty room, though she could hear prayers echoing around her. They sounded like prayers one might expect from a demonic exorcism. I'm scared. Where am I? Big brother, I don't believe it. Big brother wouldn't lie to me. He can't be dead. Heavenly Father, Almighty God, take mercy on this impure soul. Strike down this person with one firm swing of thy divine blade, O Lord. "33 minutes. That was the shortest chapter in this whole game. Ties severed, ties mended. To be continued, chapter 8. Okay, so there's actually only 10 chapters, and I was looking through the walkthrough or the guide or whatever, and chapter 9 and 10, since they're the last ones, are like much longer than the other chapters. So we're just gonna, end with 7 and chapter 8 today. And I'm off tomorrow, so if it's not too long, because I do want to do some other stuff tomorrow, because I don't have work tomorrow, but what is it? We might finish this tomorrow, and maybe do a triple feature. We'll do 9, 10, and then the extra chapters all in one go. We'll see. If not, you'll see me in the next few days. But yeah, that was Corpse Party chapter 8. My personal episode 9 of going through this game. For those that watched the stream, thank you for joining me. Objectively Cat, Misfit, and Lurkers. If you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching the VOD. 34 minutes, let's go. 35 minutes, let's go. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for joining me on the journey. We will see what happens in the next few days. And then, guess what game is next? Not a new game. It's a new game, but it's still a Corpse Party game. Corpse Party 2 Dead Patient, baby. I'm almost done with this series, and then we can move on to another series. Another series I have to finish that I've already played, personally by myself. But, each run-through is different. The Life is Strange series. So we'll be probably going to Life is Strange 2 after I'm done with Corpse Party 2 Dead Patient. And then we'll do Life is Strange 3, which is... Yeah, we'll do Life is Strange 3 after that. And then we'll move on to something, another new series. I will see you all next time. Thank you for joining me. Goodbye.